and welcome back to Roulette Rivals 17. We have now reached the final round of Swiss, that of course being round 6. And not just that, we have here 2 players, each of them on 3 points on the leaderboard, which means, if I count this correctly, and feel free to correct me if I'm spouting nonsense here, but if I'm counting this correctly, whoever wins this match right here, and whoever manages to get 4 points, will be near guaranteed to make it to the knockout stage. And with such a high stakes match, the excellent players that we have going up against each other are, to the left, ChannelJoined, the returning rival from Roulette Rivals 16, placing a solid 9th place. And then to the right, we have Alph, returning rival, also from Roulette Rivals 16, also placing 9th place. Some absolute excellent players, of which are also like very lovely people to talk with for that matter, and an extremely even field between them, so to say. And I mean, what more can I say? The stage is set, and I am immensely excited for this. Whew. Welcome in as well to those who are currently watching, and to the lovely names I've seen in the chat so far, as we will be starting off in Miami, chosen by ChannelJoined, with Bangkok banned, and then moving on to Mumbai, chosen by Alph, with, I believe that's Marrakesh that's banned, with a positive win-loss ratio for Channel, and a negative one for Alph, as we will arrive very, very shortly, with the spin in question being Sierra Knox with a screwdriver as the Kronstadt engineer, and Robert Knox with an SMG as the race marshal. Here we go.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Let's see.
3, 2.
Alph will be the first of our players to load in, and quite quickly at that, with ChannelJoined fixing up their loadout as we speak. Alph, of course, starting off in the VIP area as they're quickly grabbing sugar, but will make a restart very, very quickly as Channel now makes their first load. We have an immediate thought from Growry in the chat on doing perhaps Robert first, which might be what ChannelJoined is going for, starting off as a Kronstadt engineer, but seems to be moving out of the building as we speak. Alph, with a second restart, also switches to Kronstadt engineer now. So now with, I believe that's 3 loads, 2 to 3 loads on Alph's end, switching up entirely from the VIP start to a completely different strategy. And the question is, you know, will that work out? Channel, having sabotaged the laptop a few moments earlier, and peekabooing Robert, so we will see Robert being killed first on Channel's end. And that might be the case on Alph's end as well. This might be, yeah, that's the laptop sabotage on Alph's end as well, just shooting it out with the SMG in hand. And this does combo very nicely into just getting the nearby race marshal and doing the kill. And actually, I lied earlier. Channel did not use the laptop at all. They just got Robert simply through the peekaboo, so that's a very, very clean play on that. And we will see Channel now, as we speak, get the race marshal, has Robert knocked out and ahead in a pretty good invisible position. There we go, that is the Robert kill over on Channel's end. Very, very, very nice. And let's see here, we will see Channel switching back into the Kronstadt engineer, make their way down the overpass and into just outside the VIP area here, into the crowds. Do you need a VIP pass as engineer? Yes, you do, but ChannelJoined picked one up along the way as Alph makes the Robert kill now as we speak, in a very similar manner to Channel. So really, this is the strategy to go here. Getting Robert first is the nice and fast strategy. Thing is though, Channel is ahead. About 2 minutes and 23 seconds in-game time now as they're in the Kuon paddock, I believe they were. And as for Alph, 2 minutes and 4 seconds in-game time, takes a shortcut through the food stand into the VIP area. Will that be enough to catch up? That is today's question. Let's see. Alph picking up sugar from the Kronstadt paddock. Again, very similar strategies from both such incredibly high-level players. And we will see here. Both of them are in the Kronstadt pit stop. I think Alph... Channel's still ahead, is the thing. Channel is still ahead, but I believe Alph has managed to gain some ground because both of them are essentially getting the Kronstadt mechanic at around the same time here. ChannelJoined subduing, Alph knocking him out with a wrench. This could be immensely close, but Alph might have an advantage here with the amount of loads and managing to catch up onto ChannelJoined here. Just look at this. Near symmetrical pit stops here. Just Alph being slightly ahead. And there we go. We will see this. We will see a Sierra isolation from both our players in just a moment. And the engineer is trespassing here, so that's good. Because I do strongly recall how the Kronstadt security is not trespassing here. And even the researcher, I think is allowed to be here, but I might be wrong. I might be lying about the researcher. So, just take that with a grain of salt, as Alph will be the first of our players to get the Sierra kill. I believe this is a very clean GG. ChannelJoined following suit, of course, make no mistake in that, but is spending time on bagging Sierra into that box there. That's going to cost some very valuable seconds as Alph makes the medic exit first, finishing with 5 minutes and 23 seconds real time, 12 seconds on the photo finish timer on ChannelJoined as they finish with 5 minutes and 35 seconds real time. That is a clean GG. Very well played by both our players, but I believe this is mostly safe in Alph's court, so to say. I believe Alph has got this. But make no mistake, it's worth noting, both our players had the right idea. They both had the absolute peak strategy, so to say. It was all just a matter of execution, where Alph managed to execute it just that teensy tiny bit faster to make the difference in this first round. And we will confirm now from our immensely lovely admin, Dane Nomos. Alph finished 11.93 seconds earlier. Right on the dot. Ah, lovely. We will wait for the photo finish to be calculated, all in good time and in respect to both of our players. I will take the opportunity at hand to just rest my voice for a minute and very quickly refill my water because I've already run out. So be right back.
the Mumbai chores. My records show a few residential complaints about a new
And I am back just in time for Dane to have finished typing and to have shared the results with us.
0 to 2.
Channel loaded once for 7.59 seconds and therefore cannot catch up, which means that the score will be set to 0 to 2 going to Alph as we move on to Alph's pick, that of course being Mumbai, arriving in just under a minute with a lifetime performance, right, a negative lifetime performance on Channel's end, 2 wins, 8 losses, and a solid 50% performance of 1 win and 1 loss on Alph's end. Though ChannelJoined has the better personal best with 8 minutes and 10 seconds, and Alph with 12 minutes and 26 seconds. With all of that said, you will recall how Alph had a negative win record on Miami, and now we have a negative win record for ChannelJoined, so we can definitely suspect that these are tactical picks from both our players against each other. But it is also worth remembering that Alph won Miami.
9, 8, 7.
As we will see the spin in question arriving and being... Actually, let's refresh these streams before we get on with this. It is Vasir Kale with the following object as lead actor, Vanya Shah with a kitchen knife as Queen's bodyguard, and Dawood Rangan with a sniper rifle as the Bollywood bodyguard. So we have 2 Bollywood disguises, to be fair, in 2 very distinct locations. Alph, the first of our players to load in, but ChannelJoined following very, very shortly. Both of them like clicking to load in at around the same time. Both of them starting chawls. Let's see. The most convenient Mumbai we have from Blunt in the chat. A lot of fast ones today from Apricot as well. I'm trying. Yeah, right, because it's the falling object by the little hideout. That's what it is. With the lead actor like right by it. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. We will see both our players at around the hideout in question. Alph right in front of the lead actor here, who's getting ready to puke. And there's Dawood, knocked out on Alph's end. There's the lead actor, knocked out on Alph's end as well. But Maelstrom's body did get found, unfortunately. It was found, which means that ChannelJoined has the advantage, luring the Maelstrom up into the hideout itself, having knocked out the thugs inside. And knocked out the Maelstrom himself by the stairs, now knocking out the lead actor via the fall, and gets the disguise cleanly.
Well, Dawood Rangan is at the tower.
From Frivolous, is the best falling object for Maelstrom still the sign? Yes. Either by the food vendor, as Apricot says, or up by the flag, I would say, where you raise the flag. It's a lot slower, but it's also a bit safer, I would say. ChannelJoined got some ragdoll shenanigans with Maelstrom's leg getting stuck by the wall, but has managed to get past it now and is dragging Vasir under the street lamp in question. Get it now before anyone sees, and there we go. That is a clean kill on Channel's end. As they can now move on to either Vanya or Dawood. Or, well, rather, getting the kitchen knife first and then throwing in the brick is what the current strategy is. Gotta be careful, though, to bring that sniper rifle along in that briefcase that Channel's got. Right, and meanwhile, on Alph's end, sorry, I've been distracted. You're dragging Vasir's body now as well, having gotten it all much cleaner this time. But again, I believe this is faster than ChannelJoined once again. To be fair, no! street sign missed, Vasir Kale. Oh, that I am so sorry. No! I didn't mean to jinx it. I'm sorry. Ah. Ah. Right, so that is a restart once again. Oh. Hands is keeping count on how many times they ripped the falling object because we had a prediction from Blunts on that they would rip on it about 20 times. Please don't. It's fine, Alph is getting past this Fog Enforcer as well. Getting the kitchen knife first, it would seem. I don't know if Alph did that first run. I don't know if that is the same it's the same strategy as always, or if this is a new tactic to optimize. I'm not sure. But they're knocking out Vasir with a very nice long distance throw with a briefcase. I like this a lot from Alph, because this is faster than ChannelJoined. Even without leg ragdoll shenanigans, I believe Alph's strategy is faster. However, it's that brutal, brutal street sign. Oh please. Oh please. You've gotta be kidding with me. That's a second rip. Oh my god. And that's a kill on Vanya Shah from ChannelJoined. Very well done. Make no mistake. Very, very well done. But like, bloody heck. I feel so bad for Alph. This is so rough. Alph is kicking and screaming right now. I wanna kick and scream, but I'm trying to withhold myself. Can you even... Okay, so first and foremost, Alph has restarted. We will most likely see the same strategy as usual. ChannelJoined is disguised as the Queen's bodyguard, is moving over to Dawood Ranga and has just now knocked out this food vendor. Now, with all this said and done, can any of you actually, like, hear this? Okay. I actually saw that on the microphone, that my kicks did pick up. Okay. Let's be careful with that then. I also have a neighbor below, so we're gonna be double careful with, like, preferably not doing any of those kicks. Okay. We have... Do we have game sounds? I hoped that we would have at least... That's a restart from channel. Uh-oh, that's a restart from channel. I'm not sure what was the rip though. And that's another... that's another restart from Alph as well. Not from the street sign, just from other shenanigans, but oof. Body found. Oh, okay, so body found from channel's end, if I understand correctly. Where the thugs in the hideout are found, I would presume. Oh. So now we can see, yeah, channel is hiding the thugs now in the locker to prevent that. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so hard. Oh. But there's the peekaboo for the Maelstrom again, up into the hideout. Right, and I didn't quite catch what happened on Alph's end. I believe it was from knocking out the lead actor. There was some shenanigans going on there. Oh, speaking of, there's the knockout on the lead actor for channel's end. Same for Alph, actually, both of them at around the same time. So now we've got like a very even, like, side-by-side comparison for our players' respective strategies. Now both of them are going to shoot the street sign at around the same time. Oh gods. That's a hit from channel. That's a hit from Alph as well. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's such a relief. And at this critical juncture as well. Because now Alph has some extra photo finish loads. And both our players are on an essentially even field now with their respective strategies. So this could very well get very exciting very, very fast. Very, very fast indeed. Alph is moving towards train yard now as we speak with a brick in hand. ChannelJoined, after killing Vasir, went and picked up the kitchen knife from what I saw. And I believe, yeah, considering that Channel is also going towards the train yard, gotta have a brick in their hands. But Alph will be the first to throw in the brick. ChannelJoined not too far behind though. Look at that. So about 2 minutes and 30 seconds in game time for Alph, 2 minutes and 40 seconds in game time for Channel, with a bit of rounding, mind you.
47.
And we will see both of them knock out these two guards by the container. And yeah, as said, it's very, very close. It is very, very close between our players, and it's more just a waiting game now to see how it'll all turn out. Let's see here. Vanya is moving out very slowly, very, very, very slowly. But as said, Alph was the one to break first. We will see the knockouts first. That's one. That's two. And on Channel's end, right, Alph got the third one as well. Channel, that's one. Channel, that's two. That's three. And that's a kill on Alph's end. And that's a knockout on Channel's, on Vanya Shah. 3, 2, 1. There's the kill as well on Channel's end. Both our players moving towards Dawood in the Queen's bodyguard.
Target left.
Bloody heck. Bloody heck. Let's see. Because we had some discussions in the chat as well regarding Barge ISO. Because that is going to be the deciding factor for this. How our players deal with Dawood. How fast and effective they can isolate him. And, you know, by extension, make the kill. We will see. Because like Channel had a snail stashed by the boat, knocks out the food vendor, gets the coin. Alph, like got the coin as well from what I saw. So now seems to be waiting on this food vendor. It seems to be waiting on this food vendor on Alph's end. Channel. Hang on, is Dawood faster on Channel's end? Seems like it. Yeah, Channel has a faster Dawood. He's already going through like the pipe on the barge. And Alph. Let's see, right, so Channel will make the snail isolation here, dropping it down here for everyone, including the food vendor from before.
That is Darwood.
Alph places down a coin to lure over said food vendor, has also a snail. Both our players going for the snail. ChannelJoined just got the kill.
Confirmed killed.
Goes to hide Dawood's body now from what I can see. Ooh, Alph catching all of the bodyguards, catching them all in the snail. There we go. Channel running as fast as he can towards the boat. Alph knocks out Dawood. Just gotta switch into the bodyguard disguise. Good. That's a pile of bodies to shoot through, but it's a clean kill, keeping green guns. Channel will be the first to exit via boat. 12 minutes and 42 seconds real time. Well, what's happening on Alph's end? Are they missing a coin? Yes, they are. Yes, they had to pick up the coin that they dropped. That's what they did. And then can make the tuk-tuk exit. Exiting at 12 minutes and 53 seconds real time. Oh, okay. Okay. This is going to be a much tougher photo finish to calculate. This is going to be much tougher. How many loads? How many? Oh, we had so many. We had that one rip from ChannelJoined. One rip from ChannelJoined. And a multiple for Alph. Due to that bloody falling sign. Reaper from the chat, our expert admin. Alph had 5, 2 for channel, I think. And I mean, speaking of Alph, Alph is also a very respected admin within this very lovely community. Hang on, isn't channel also an admin? Hang on, don't we all have admins here? Hang on. No, hang on. I might be I might have accidentally mixed up. ChannelJoined is not an admin yet. Sorry, I thought we were in the timeline where channel is an admin. That's my bad. Also, spoilers. Also, my bad. And yeah, 2 loads for channel. Possibly 5 for Alph. I can't say for sure because I didn't count either. Channel exiting first. Right. As said, Dane is our very lovely admin. We will give Dane all the time that is required to count this. And in the meanwhile, I am going to steal a page directly from Globalk's book. And look at this! I got this working! It's a very lovely little compare scene between our players where I can essentially spit out some numbers while Dane is crunching numbers, with the numbers in question, of course, being the player's win rate. We got 56% and 60%. Actually, right, 56% for channel, 60% for Alph, and a map win rate, a very similar 55% for ChannelJoined, and then 59% for Alph, like 1% off for both of our players, comparing their win rates and map win rates. With ChannelJoined having more experience compared to Alph, having played a whole 54 matches and 204 maps, with Alph having played 24 matches and 87 maps. It is worth noting that, like, neither of these are anything to scoff at. I mean, remember the score. Alph is currently in a very, very tiny lead, mind you, but still a lead, with 0-2 in this current match. As we then have some fun, win, tie, and loss, with 30 wins and 24 losses for ChannelJoined, and 14 wins, 1 tie, and 9 losses on Alph's end. Head to head, this is the first time our players are going up against each other. Channel with a slightly stronger healer rating, just very teensy tiny. It's only like 8 points difference between them. Further, like, amplifying how evenly matched these players are. 1,142 for channel and 1,136 for Alph. Finally, we can give out the RR related stats. With 9 RRs played on channel's end, I can actually bring up the first RR. The debut RR for ChannelJoined was Roulette Rivals 10. And on Alph's end, it was 3 tournaments played, debuting in Roulette Rivals 15. And as mentioned earlier, both of them have placed 9th as their best RR placement respectively. Again, just very well done. That's just great. And then we have an average RR placement of 13th for channel and 17 for Alph. But yeah, I believe like we do also have map related stats. We might take those later in the match or at another time. We will see. For now, I'm a bit happy with taking a little break from spouting out numbers. And we will see in the meantime how the players are preparing in Whittleton Creek. And we will see some headshots on Alph's end. ChannelJoined going to the nearby party as a politician. Hopefully not to hand out flyers, but you never know. The politician will steal some soda, however, and then immediately waste it by loitering, as any good politician does. How scandalous. As we will have a bit of a look-see here. I wonder... Let's see. Because there's this weird... if I recall correctly, there's this weird... Not that weird. A party game. There's a party game where its entire point is that it's essentially like an icebreaker to introduce people to each other. And it's a stack of cards, essentially, with questions. I am somewhat considering just buying something like that for situations like this where we can just draw a card and do whatever. Or Alph can just do stuff like this. Or the Blake. I think I might have cover aim withdrawal syndrome. Solution: allow cover aims in future Rs. Cover aims look cool and provide new angles of approaching spins. I would finally be able to embrace my inner Batman by cover aiming onto Royce and her bodyguard. Embrace Monkey King.
Former Secret Service agent and current property
Thanks.
Cassidy's
Alright, that's it. Brave air if you agree.
Hey, you're sick. You really need that.
Alright, good bit. Good bit. I'm willing... If we can make a new rule where it's like, in the event of a photo finish, players are responsible for providing their own entertainment to the cast. That would definitely make my job a lot easier. I was watching this match on the side and legit thought it's an ad. It is! From In4Fun in the chat. As Alph will be playing some Sniper Assassin in Siberia as we speak.
James Batty.
And I do actually have a conversation topic that I can bring up if needed. We're going to wait just a moment because Dane is typing. And if we have a photo finish result, then we'll announce that first, and then I'll maybe go on my side tangent. And if not, I'll take that side tangent for another time.
By the constant, as per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean
Y'all can hear the alarms, right?
meet up on a regular basis.
Now, here are the results as typed by Dane. Channel loaded twice for 14.7 seconds. Alph's 4 lows in total was 23.84 seconds. Even without counting Alph's remaining loads, Channel can't catch up anymore. Which means the score will be set at 0-4 with a potential match point in the making here for Alph. As we move on to Whittleton Creek, the first of our RNG maps. Huge GG's once again to both our players, and well done to Alph for managing to take it back from Channel, essentially. It was a really unfortunate rip on Channel's end. Channel would have otherwise had it. Right, with Wilton Creek arriving in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds with a lifetime performance of 12 wins and 5 losses on Channel's end, a personal best of 5 minutes and 24 seconds. And for Alph, we have a somewhat blank record with 0 wins and 2 losses, unfortunately, which means that we do not have a personal best yet. This, however, would be winning this round and getting a great personal best would certainly be a feather in the cap now, wouldn't it? Now, since we have so much time until the spin arrives, we can go on a side tangent. Rupon. The only cards I'm willing to draw are the ones against humanity. Cards Against Humanity is a garbage game. Here's why. Because all you need to do is play 1 round, and then you've basically played most rounds of Cards Against Humanity. It gets very predictable very fast. And I prefer games in that style. I do like games in that style, but I do prefer it when you're able to sort of write your own prompts, because then you can make it a lot more personalized for your specific friend group, so to say, and actually reference things that are, to speak plainly, funny. And being funny is very subjective, I know. But Cards Against Humanity is, in my opinion, a bit generic when it comes to the comedy department. And now that is my side tangent over. Thank you for listening. I mean, if you have muted, that's fine. Cabs against Cards Against Humanity. That's true.
In 10 seconds.
That is absolutely true and for fun. Blunt, tell a joke, Cab. I might do that at some other time, as we have a spin that I need to first read out, which is Janus, no target pacification with a silenced pistol as the nurse. Nice combo. Alph has already loaded in. Okay, Nolan Cassidy with a neck snap as the police deputy. ChannelJoined following suit. 2 different strategies. 2 different strategies from both our players. Alph starting off with default, ChannelJoined starting off as a construction worker. Alph placing down a briefcase in front of the garage door. I do not think I've seen that before. This is some new stuff for me, and I'm excited to see it. Now. We will see a gunshot from Channel to try and distract that police deputy, but it didn't take. So we'll get the ring from the bike to get the nurse instead on Channel's end. Cleanly at that. We will see that same gun distraction on Alph's end, and a successful gun distraction at that. Subduing the nurse as we speak. Just gotta drag the body away in time into the bushes, and there we go. There we go. What's going on now? Right, Channel going towards Janus. Alph. I believe they have 2 different methods of getting to Janus. Alph going into this backyard here, into the party now as we speak. ChannelJoined having taken a side route, I believe it is. Into the kitchen now of Janus's property, where Channel is actually allowed to be as the nurse. So that's convenient. And yeah, welcome back, Reaper. Alph indeed won Mumbai, and has also knocked out the guard that's in this kitchen, gotten their stash. ChannelJoined deletes the evidence in the basement. Janus is on the first floor for both of our players. We will see a kill very, very shortly on Alph's end. First a distraction for Janus, then a knockout on good foot. Oh, and similar reasoning for Channel as well, but faster than Alph. And having also deleted the evidence already with a more optimized strategy. So, that's okay. I like that. Usually... Nah, I'm not gonna say anything. It's nice that we might have a lead from ChannelJoined here. That's nice. As we will see a Seeker on Nolan Cassidy on channels and a Seeker on the Bodyguard as well. Just needs to get the police deputy now, and Channel will be in the clear regarding kills. Alph moving back to where this nurse was and ringing the bell to lure over the police deputy, I believe, but he's not listening to the bell. It doesn't take. So Channel now in James Batty's garden, knocking out James Batty in question, getting the law documents, getting the shovel. Alph having successfully knocked out the police deputy and stashed them in the shed. And yeah, we've seen some notes from the chat that this is an odd deputy grab for Alph. And why does Alph really want a specific deputy from Reaper and Apricot respectively in the chat? And I'm not sure. I don't know if I dare comment on it. Because now ChannelJoined has Nolan by this shed, by the bridge exit mind you, where this police deputy also is. And I mean, this is just extremely well optimized from ChannelJoined. Alph gets Seeker now on Nolan from what I could see. Has the police deputy in the shed. Close the door, Channel. Come on, you can do it. Yeah! No! 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 Why do I open my big dumb mouth? Why do I open my big dumb mouth? Oh. The door just refused to close, giving the police deputy enough time to turn around and see Channel trespassing in that shed. I am so sorry.
You know what I like about you guys?
I am so sorry. I was... I am so sorry. I was so ready for a 2-4. But that was my mistake, wasn't it? That's Alph getting the final clue, the cigar box. Going to make a clean exit in just a moment. That's a GG. That's a GG, but oh my, that is so rough. That is such an awful rip from Channel's end. But that will be a clean sweep going to Alph. A very lovely player. A very, very lovely player. And a good player for that matter as well. And finally, of course, getting that first win on Wilton Creek. And making it a very nice record. Or personal best, I should say. But point still stands. Let's have a look-see at the brackets. We will see that Alph is sitting on a very solid 7th place. 4 points. With only like a few matches remaining, I would say. And then ChannelJoined 21st place, unfortunately. With the top 16 moving forward, it looks... It's looking rough for ChannelJoined. I feel so bad for saying that, but it's not looking well. Channel's had a rough past few matches, I see from Reaper in the chat. My condolences. Oh, my condolences. You played so well. Let's have a look-see at the upcoming matches. Because it is Pidgeotto versus Frote. Seems we've got a caster. I might join this as a co. I will ask Pack, and no promises. No promises. I mean, speaking plainly, the original plan was that I was going to, like... Point is, I had other plans before taking this match. We'll see if I'll go back to them or if I'll join Pack as a co, depending on how Pack feels. And either way, you all have a very lovely time over on Pack's channel. You all have a very lovely time seeing this Dutch derby, as Reaper calls it in the chat. Silver Surfer as well. The Dutch match. Ooh yeah. And then we also have this lovely list of matches for tomorrow, and you can check the full list over at hitmaps.com. Now, thank you, Dane, once again, for being our extremely lovely admin and calculating these photo finishes. Thank you to all of you who have been watching for being a very lovely audience. And yeah, GG's to the players once again. Take care of yourselves, and see you around.